Hi Dilshad, how are you?
Hi, why to not connected?
All okay?
Yeah, everything okay. Just 1 minute. मेरा कान आपका यार ब्लूटूथ या क्या ब्लूटूथ वही है ना कान पे आपका नो नो ओनली वन नो नॉट वन दोनों है दो कनेक्ट हेलो
Shall,
हाय
shall
गुड
we
इवनिंग
continue?
सर गुड इवनिंग
Good evening,
या
Dilshad. How are you? All well?
या गुड ग्रेट थैंक यू सो मच सर आई होप यू आल्सो हैव बीन डूइंग ग्रेट
I have been doing great, but I have a sore throat, so I'm speaking with a lower voice.
The same here. Few days back that I had a sore throat. I've taken the medicine, but still I'm not covered fully. Still there is some. I'm still drinking the warm water.
Hmm. Yeah, I am doing that
It's
as well. I'm doing
hmm,
that as well. Some warm water gurgling really helps, though. It doesn't
hmm,
cure the problem, but it gives a lot of relief. Yes.
relief. Like the moment that you drink something hot or something
Yes,
scorching,
yes.
so when swallow,
It
feel
does.
it's kind of the relief. Yes.
Yes, it does. Khair,
Yeah.
okay. I think we are meeting for the first time, so let's get to know you a little. Where are you from? What do you do?
Yes, when it comes to the introduction, so I'm coming from Uttar Pradesh, Azamgarh. I have settled in Mumbai, and it's been around 2 decades that I have been staying at Mahi in Maharashtra.
Hmm.
And qualification that I have graduated college from the Modern College Uttar Pradesh in Azamgarh. And in 2007 that I moved from my native place to Mumbai in the purpose of, for better career or for better, for earning purpose, like every individual person moves from small city to the big city. So same, I also went when I reached at the age of 17 or 16. Yeah. So uh, after reaching Mumbai, that I started searching a job. Then I find a job in a hospitality sector. So I started my career like as a waiter from very low, which is very lower position in this sector. So while working, I have realized that I think the hard worker and the only, that working will not be enough. I think my identity will not be there. People will not recognize me. So then I plan I should take the additional qualification like diploma or degree. I should do something like that. So
Okay.
I have completed 1.5 year diploma in hospitality travel customer service from Franklin Institute at Andheri. Yes. Yeah, in 2014, on which behalf that my identity has really gone up a little, you know, people started recognizing me. And when I started talking out for the interview, like also with the certificate portfolio that I made it. So yes, it really helped me a lot. Today I'm holding the position of the manager. I'm working in a restaurant. The name of the restaurant is the Green Center, and holding the top chair of this sector. So I guess that this little introductions quite enough would be.
No, it's a smart introduction. It's a nice introduction, I would say. So Dilshad, what got you started with your English learning? Like why you felt you need to do better with your English communication? What is your
Mhm.
purpose? What is your trigger? What is your motivation? Tell me something about the background.
Yeah. So first thing that's why I wanted to be better at communication, just because I'm working in such industries where the communication plays an important role. So communicating with the customers or communicating with the boss, and I need to put my thoughts and opinion straight away uh, uh, to the boss. So when it comes to talk to the owners, that it started fumbling or started stumbling while speaking. So that's what I wanted to kill the fear that I have. And second thing, like I have a goal, like that when you become a city communicator, then you walk on for the interview, then you'll be completely, you'll be uh, not face kind of the difficulties like I don't know. You face a lot of difficulties, when you give the interview, the pressure and all that. So at least the geaming of the mouth will be okay. There are certain words that you still are not able to pronounce well. So just that's why that's why I'm here. I want to be a little more confident. I want to be a little more assertive communicator, so that will be easy for me to walk in for the interview and for the next positions. Like I said, that I started my journey from the waiter. Now I'm holding the position of the manager, and still the journey is not ended. It's still I'm looking forward. I'm still looking for the next position. So next position is what the operation manager, and for that you need to be confident person, confident speaker. So
Yes.
that's one thing. The second thing, I think it's since childhood when I was in my native place. Since childhood, I had a dream like to be a good speaker.
Okay.
I was assuming like somebody, I'm like standing on a stage and the people around me, or front of me, 1,000 people, more than 1,000 people, I'm giving a speech. So I always had have kind of the things. I wanted to be like that. That's all. Maybe in the future, I also planning to run a YouTube channel. But yes, that's all the reason that brought me on this platform to be better communication.
Very nice. I like the fact that you are on your journey of improvement, and that is what is your, fuel behind all that you are, burning. Right? The money, the time, the energy is the fuel to thrust forward, and I respect it and I appreciate it. All right, Dilshad. So let's first
Yeah,
check the.
definitely I would add here a little more. Like, since I said that I'm coming from very tiny place like Azamgarh district, few people know that the air is rich in India. So, always what happens with the religious peoples, they always are like a shy, like reserved, a very private type of the person. They don't say their things. They keep their things with themselves also. The same things I used to have, like, when I was in my native place. I was reserved, a very private kind of the person. But after coming to Mumbai, very soon I realized, instantly I realized, no, if you like not being vocal, definitely people will kill you, will trample over you, and they move ahead to the next position.
Hmm.
So that's also one more thing that I would like to add in this
Okay.
conversation.
All right. Great. Great. I like the clarity that you have. Okay. Shall we start with the assignment now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Assignment is life in a metro. It's a very suitable subject for you because you have experienced both. You have experienced small town as well as a metropolitan city. Yeah. So why don't you tell me about the transition of a small town boy into a high-end restaurant manager at a metropolitan city? The transition from that life to this life, how it was, what were the struggles, what were the rewards? Why don't you tell me a little bit about that? The transition from a small town to a metropolitan city, life in a metro.
Mm, mm. Like when you talk about the countryside, like I already said, the people don't focus, they study. The parent, when I was 20 years before I'm talking about, I shifted from the native place to Mumbai. And it's been 20 years and not always visit my native place. So the religious people is like that, not focusing their study. So the study is really important for anyone to go ahead in their life for their better career. And village doesn't have the resources, like why the people should move from their small place to the big city just because of they have the good options with the sports. Many jobs are there in the big city, but not in the village. So that's why they move from there to there and struggles when they comes to the Mumbai or any Delhi, Lucknow, Jaipur, the bigger city from the small city. So a lot of new things that they see in their lives, which they haven't seen in their uh, in their childhood or in their beginning life. So like what I faced especially coming to the bright city, like again, lights shining and brighting, people, you know, rush and very passionate for the job and punctuality. Okay, wake up at 9 a.m. and go to the job, and then coming back from the job, and then have to cook food for themselves because a lot of people who don't have their family. So, like that's what I'm talking about. So, this is very hectic and busy schedule, and the challenges they face all that. And instead, they have to just because they have to survive, so they have to work. So all the challenges they have to face when they move from their own their native place or their what do you call it? from their
Native
own village. Yeah.
ancestral land.
What happened? What happened in the village? Let me tell you an example. I'm going to take myself as an example. I didn't do anything from the since was born till 15 years. I was not doing anything. My father tried me everything. Even I was not bothered to buy a vegetables grocery from the shop or general stores. And
Mhm.
my mom, my brother, everybody used to tell me, also go and get it. We don't care. I didn't care about it. Okay, somehow it was managed by my father or by my elder brother, but I was not responsible person. And
Mhm.
I was just focusing on playing cricket, going outside and having fun, gaps up and here and there. That was all doing. But when it suddenly moved from there to the new city, and then the struggle and challenges started. And
Okay.
I had this all everything which I haven't done in my life. Like I had mopped, broomed,
Mhm.
when comes to take the jobs, even I didn't care about. Yeah, moping to the person that was not care about buying the vegetables from the shop, and the same person who was brooming the floors.
Mhm.
So a lot of difficulties they face when they move to the city.
Now, every time um, you remember those days of struggle, what are some of the great learnings you had when you initially started with small salaries, small work, and coming from a small town? What were the learnings and lessons you learned in the process? Tell me about that.
So, uh, uh, when I was started working, the salary was very small amount. Of course, it was just 10,000, 12,000. Then when I planned to take an insurance, like so for 3 years degree, not just for the diploma, which was little cheaper, but I could not afford the degree. If I would have done a degree, I might have reached only another level today, just because of the financial conditions, financial status that I could not took the admissions for the degree, and it was a challenge. I'm
Hmm.
really repentant, and it was the relations like that I don't. Lesson is like what I can say that the whole journey what happened. You have to be well disciplined. You have to be focused well on your job or on your goals, and all the journey that has taught me. Yeah, you should not be lazy. I should not be skip. I should not keep your things in procrastinations. You should make a goal and you need to work on that. And if the goal is larger, is heavy and cannot, like you have to split the goal in small part and then achieve every day. That's what I have learned. And also, I'd like to give the advice to all the beginners that is struggling. So they should also start that way. Because if you talk about like to earn 1 lakh rupees in one day, maybe it's not possible. But it starts with 10,000 and then gradually they will be reaching to 50,000 and then 1 lakh rupees. Exactly. Like I started from 10,000, now today I'm earning 50,000, for example. And the next will be maybe 70 or maybe 1 lakh. So like that, the process progress happen. So
Okay, okay. So
lessons, yeah.
it is a gradual growth that you're acknowledging, right? It is a gradual growth that you're acknowledging, and I'm sure you should be proud of your own growth, right? The way you have started your journey, the way you came from underprivileged background, and having done that, you are thriving in your own life. It's a wonderful story to tell. What I can see is that, Dilshad, you speak a little fast. Okay,
Um,
I'm not saying fast is a bad thing, but if you speak fast, then the burden of understanding is on the person who is listening. As speakers, it is our primary responsibility to take the burden of making the other person understand, not leave the burden on the other person to understand. How do we take the burden? By slowing down, by ensuring that we are repeating what he just said, right? Giving takeaways between, right? Repeating important sentences maybe once or twice. This is how we build easy comprehension. What is easy comprehension? When the other person can easily understand us, right? These are some of the observations that I can see while you're speaking. It is not
mm,
a big problem, but it will help you
mm,
become a better communicator. Slow down,
mm,
repeat something which is important. Make sure that you ask questions when someone is trying to understand you. Take the burden of making your answer or your speech more comprehensive.
mm,
Yeah, that is the responsibility as a speaker. Okay. Okay. Now,
mm.
good answers, by the way. Right now, what we will do, uh, we'll do some exercises regarding sentence formation. Okay, I'll give you some phrases. We'll put those phrases into sentences. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Make a sentence using peculiar habit.
Mm.
Hmm.
The first thing I would like to know that be clear. And if that's something weird, I want to be really clear with the words.
Peculiar is uncommon. When something is not very common, we call it peculiar. A little
Mm,
rare, a little rare. That is peculiar.
mm. So what exactly I'm supposed to answer? Could you please say?
You will make a sentence using the phrase peculiar habit.
Mm,
You'll use this phrase in a sentence. You'll
mm,
put it into a sentence.
mm.
Yeah, try it out.
Uh, yes, really not able to find out exactly. So I think I had a bad habit, like I said earlier, like during my childhood or during my teenage, and I was like not start conversation. I was not like initiate the break ice with someone. So that was the peculiar habit that I used to have. I
Mm.
used to have.
I had a peculiar habit of not starting a conversation in my childhood. Right? That
Mm.
is the sentence. Okay, all right. Make a sentence using rights and responsibilities. Rights and responsibilities.
Can you make it either right and
Right.
responsibility?
Huh.
Yeah, okay. Right and
Rights and
responsibility.
responsibilities.
Mm. Yeah. Again, I'm going to take these same phrases, same sentences that I already explained. Like I said, I was responsible kind of the person at my childhood, during my childhood. So, like, if to shop from a grocery or to purchase something from
Mhm.
my house, which I was not doing. So that was my right or responsibility,
Mm.
like to provide the necessities at home.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah. So which I did. So I guess is it okay or I'm not right? So,
It's okay.
but that
It's
was
okay.
my right. That
But
was my
try.
right because being alone son, so it was only that the mothers and parents had the hope that now the children, now my children has grown up and he had that responsibilities and rights. He had to do, and then I didn't do that. And how let me tell you use more sentences.
All right. Okay. Now we will do sentences using single words, not phrases, but single words. Okay. I'll give you a single word. You'll make a sentence out of it. Make a sentence using absolutely.
Hmm. As you see, you are right. That's what you are saying.
Say that
Uh,
again.
Absolutely, things that have been explained by you, like I was speaking a bit fast. I should slow down in this speech. Absolutely, that was true.
When you're putting that word, you don't have to push it, right? Make it look natural, right? I absolutely admire your feedback on my speaking style. right? Now that is a naturally embedded word into the sentence,
mm,
right? We don't just have to push it here and there to make it look like you have added it, right? Okay.
mm,
Make a sentence using popular.
mm. The actress Kareena Kapoor that became popular after the movie The We Met because of her uh, greatest performance, because of his
Okay.
iconic
Okay.
performance that she became popular.
All right.
And it's true.
Make a sentence using fundamental.
Mm.
Fundamental means basic, beginning part.
Yeah. Mm, 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 mm,
Fundamental. Any problem?
mm,
I have fundamental understanding of the hotel industry. Or I may not have all the knowledge, but I have some fundamental understanding of the hotel industry. Basic knowledge hona, right?
mm,
That's called
mm,
fundamental. Okay. All right. Make a sentence using possibility. Possibility.
uh, if there is any possibility, so please let me know by tomorrow.
Say that again.
Uh, if there is any possibility for you to hand over the book that you have borrowed, so please return it tomorrow.
If there is a possibility, you could, if there's a possibility, please return the book you have borrowed from me. ठीक है, okay.
Mm,
Explanation.
mm. So during explanations, I was like not able to give a proper explanations just because maybe I don't think larger way. That's why sometimes that I'm restricted to some.
Are you answering or questioning?
No, I'm answering.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you
What
were
was
asking.
that?
Explanation.
Explaining. Um,
Explanation.
when we asked the waiter about the mistake that he has done, he has explained everything.
Okay. He has to
I
provide.
asked him to explain what was the incident happened. Yeah.
He has to provide an explanation for his behavior. He has to
Mm,
provide an explanation for his behavior. Huh? Okay. All right.
mm.
Make a sentence using customer service.
Well, mm, it's important. It's a very fundamental thing for all the server
Hmm.
to give the best customer service, to provide the best customer service.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
yeah, or by being a manager, it's my responsibility to teach the all the staff to provide this fundamental customer service or best service.
Okay. All right. Make a sentence using purpose.
Mm. I I came to Hyderabad for my work purpose.
I went to Hyderabad for my work purpose. Okay. Okay. All right.
Mm.
ठीक है. ऑल राइट दिलशाद, मेरे आपके लिए दो मेन फीडबैक हैं. एक, व्हेन यू स्पीक वेल, एनर्जी अच्छी है आपकी. यू कम विथ अ सर्टन क्लैरिटी ऑल्सो, क्लैरिटी है आपकी बोल चाल में. But when you speak, the sentences are a little, distorted. That is why last 10 minutes मैंने सिर्फ sentences पर ध्यान दिए, right? First 15 minutes we were doing, speaking exercise, but last 10 minutes I focused only on sentences, right? So you have to do a little more practice in sentence formation, correct? As far as your speaking is concerned, it's okay. Not very great, not bad, somewhere in an intermediate level, but acceptable. But the problem remains in the formation of sentences. So a bit of a sentence
Yes.
formation practice would be helpful for you. So the thing that we were doing today, आज जो हम कर रहे थे क्लास में, उसको आप घर पर भी रिपीट कर सकते हैं, right? Pick up words, pick up phrases, and make sentences. If you think you don't know it is right or wrong, तो ग्रामरली यूज कर लीजिए, ग्रामरली में चेक कर लीजिए या चैट जीपीटी पे चेक कर लीजिए, राइट? कि जो भी मैंने लिखा है वो सही है गलत. चैट जीपीटी से लिखवाना नहीं है, सिर्फ करेक्शन देखना है, राइट? या, so that is my suggestion and also my feedback from what I observed in your speaking. Yeah. Anything from your side for the day? Yeah, anything
No, sir.
from your side?
No, no. No, yes, that's absolutely true, sir. Like, I face or find difficult to form the sentences when you keep the single words. But when it comes, to express myself, like the thought and ideas, then the word comes naturally. I don't know. Whatever the word that I have learned, it goes automatic. And here, like the words all be given. Even when it comes to myself, even I also sometimes find the words and I wanting to make this some sentences, but I'm not able to. Then I take the help of the GPT. Okay, if I have to make 10 sentences from the same words like rise and right and responsibility, for example, then I write and then, oh, these all can be formed from this word. Really,
Right.
are you there? Some listening me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So yes, at first few sessions that I attended, that I said the same thing. The sentences, the structures. I'm having the weaker side somewhere that I find the sentences structure is very big.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying. That is why I'm emphasizing the importance of sentence structures. That is why I'm
Mm,
saying that don't just practice, also validate it, right? Whether through
mm,
Grammarly or through ChatGPT, validate your sentences. Try to find mistakes and correct those mistakes. This is the best and the fastest way of getting better sentences, right? बोलचाल तो
mm,
बन जाएगी, राइट? व्हेन इट कम्स टू
mm,
स्पीकिंग फ्लुएंट वो तो हो जाता है, राइट? आज नहीं
mm,
तो कल तो हो ही जाएगा, लेकिन अगर गलतियां रह
mm,
गई तो फिर वो ना क्वालिटी रहेगी, क्वालिटी उसमें अच्छी नहीं रहेगी, राइट? वी हैव टू
mm,
मेंटेन नॉट जस्ट फ्लुएंसी बट आल्सो क्वालिटी. या,
mm. Yeah,
ठीक है. ऑल राइट
thank
देन,
you.
मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट टाइम. थैंक यू, हैव अ गुड डे, बाय बाय.
Thank you. Bye bye.